As you could see in this picture clearly, Zscaler, with its 150 plus global data center footprint, has a massive install base of DNS resolvers at each one of these data centers across the globe. So when a user connects from their home, coffee shop, airport, or coming from a work location like a branch office, headquarters, or even machines from data centers, when they try to access any destination in the internet, the DNS requests which are received on Zscaler are resolved by Zscaler's DNS resolvers. These are trusted DNS resolvers from end users or from locations where traffic is being forwarded. Zscaler has the ability to intercept all the DNS requests and look into the headers, look into the domain names, look into the different aspects of DNS traffic, and provide better security as well as optimal path to connect to these SaaS applications and internet-based destinations. So from a capabilities point of view, the functionality is grouped into three different groups. The first group is focused on how to make an end user experience much better. It is all about how could we optimize the DNS resolution so that they are connected to the shortest front door of SaaS applications or internet destinations. So Zscaler, as I mentioned, provides the DNS as a service from all the 150 plus data centers in a recursive manner. We support recursive DNS resolution. And not only that, it is close to the user. When a user is accessing a destination or SaaS application, we will try to resolve that DNS query right at the data center where they are connected for achieving a low latency path while connecting to the destination or SaaS application. And the most important advantage is there is no much complexity around configuration is needed. You just simply have to forward the traffic to ZIA in one of the standard traffic forwarding mechanisms we have, like, for example, GRE IPsec from locations using a Zscaler client connector from endpoints. And not only that, Zscaler's DNS resolvers are built based upon an open source DNS servers technology component for faster resolution, and it has all the capabilities from a security standpoint in terms of DNSSEC, in terms of caching, and so on and so forth. And not only that, Zscaler also relies on secondary internet resolvers, especially when it comes to authoritative resolvers from an internet standpoint, just in case if there is an unavailability or non-availability of Zscaler's DNS resolvers. We do have a fallback mechanism to have a secondary internet resolvers in place so that the users are always, no matter what, get connected in an optimized path. The second set of group of capabilities are around security. As I mentioned earlier, bad actors are constantly leveraging some sophisticated methods around DNS to exfiltrate data by establishing DNS tunnels, because DNS is one of the most common protocols every firewall and every gateway has to allow. And it is a UDP-based traffic. So it becomes much more complicated without having proper context to identify these data exfiltration type of advanced DNS tunnels. Not only that, internet has about 200 to 300,000 domains every day gets created. How do you keep up to speed on which is good, what is bad? So oftentimes when a newly registered domain or a domain gets registered, there won't be bad activity associated with that from day one. That means you need to have a proper understanding about what these domains are, when they are created, what activity is seen, and is there any activity going on. It's a constant monitoring required as part of this, because oftentimes DNS is the key channel through which bad actors leverage to bypass the existing signature-based firewalls and limited knowledge of these on-prem appliances to evade and bypass the security lines. Not only that, it's important to have a DNSSEC for verifying those destination servers, doing things like cache poisoning and DNS beaconing, and so on and so forth. We will talk about those capabilities part of this session in detail. And the third area of focus from a DNS perspective is leveraging DNS as a first line of defense to completely block access and make access controls far more richer. So the DNS filtering capabilities allow customers to really filter based on the type of the request, like A, Quad A, MX, and so on and so forth. And also you have the ability to completely block access to certain countries. More and more, a lot of countries are going towards data sovereignty and regulatory requirements where they have to process in the local region for any data processing or serving from an internet standpoint. So all of those sort of requirements can be easily achieved with all the capabilities we have built around DNS filtering.